Thanks for tuning in to this episode of Jammed. And today we're going to talk about something that seems very simple, that is very powerful, and is something that can literally change your life if you let it. And that's setting goals. So let me ask you this. When's the last time that you sat down, paused everything, and asked yourself, what do I really want? Not what the world says I should have, not what social media is showing me every day that I should have, but what do you really want? That right there, that's where goal setting comes in. Enjoy the show. So let's ask ourselves, why set goals at all? I was talking with a group of people and, some people were like, every time I set a goal, I never reach it, or I only set goals that I know I can accomplish. There was different ideas going around, and somebody said, why even set goals at all? Most of us walk around feeling lost, unmotivated, and a lot of the time it's because we don't have, clear direction on what we want to do. When you don't have a goal, you're just drifting. You're reacting instead of moving with purpose. We did an episode on purpose. You can go back and check that out. Goals actually give you a target. They give your actions intentions. It helps you be more intentional. And more than that, they give you a reason to keep on pushing and keep on going when hard days come along. Because trust me, the hard days are obviously going to come. When setting goals, you need to set realistic goals, but still goals that challenge you. Let's talk about the kind of goals that actually work. Your goals should be realistic, but they should also challenge you. If it's too easy, you're not growing. If it's too far out of reach, you'll get discouraged and you may quit. Say you want to run a marathon, but you can't even run a mile. So you need to start probably by running the mile and working your way up to one day get to the marathon. You can build from that 1 mile. That's realistic, but challenging. That's how you grow, and that's how you get better. And another thing I want to say is, don't be afraid to rewrite your goals that you have for yourself. You're allowed to change. You're allowed to pivot. You're allowed to say, hey, I thought I wanted to do that, but now I see a better path and I want to do it this way. That's not failure. Some people consider that failure. That's not failure. That's you recognizing what you need to do. Speaking of failure, failure is part of it. We live in a world now where everybody is fearful or scared of failure. And failure is okay. That's how you grow. Failure is not the end. You'll mess up. You'll fall off. You'll question, is this even worth it? But if the goal is real, if it's coming from your soul, you'll keep going. And when you finally get there, you'll look back at every late night that you had, every doubt that you had, every tear that you shed, and you'll say, that was all part of the process. You'll be even more proud of what you've accomplished. Growth happens in that grind, in those hard times. Keep your goals visible. Keep them close to you. Let me give you something that changed the game for me. I started writing my goals down. I put them somewhere where I could see them every day. And you could do the same. On your mirror, your fridge, your desk, your lock screen on your phone, somewhere where it reminds you, this is what I'm working for. Because when you see it, you'll believe it. And when you believe it, of course, you can achieve it. You'll move a lot different. Now, the next thing I'm going to tell you, this is a big one, and maybe the most personal. Be careful who you share your goals with. You don't have to tell everyone your goals. In fact, you probably shouldn't. Not everyone is going to understand your vision. Not everyone's going to support you. Some people will project their own fears onto your dreams, and that can mess up your mindset. So be careful who you share your goals with. Some people like to see you fail, or some people don't want to see you doing better than them. And just because they couldn't do it, they'll also tell you that you couldn't do it. Now, I want to close it out with some solid tips that you can start using today in setting goals. Number 1, be specific. Don't just say, I want to get better. Say, I want to lose 10 pounds by December, or I want to save $5,000 this year. Be specific in the goals that you set. Number 2, set a timeline. A goal without a timeline is just a wish. Time adds pressure, and pressure creates success. So make sure you set a timeline for your goals. Not to say you can't go back and extend it a little, but set a timeline. That's a good start. Number 3, Break it down. Big goals need small steps. Daily actions lead to major results. Okay, so set big goals, break it down into smaller chunks, and work on it day by day. Number 4, track your progress. Use a journal, checklist, voice note, whatever works. Track what you're doing daily and celebrate every win, even if it's a small win. Number 5, and like I said before, protect your goals. Not everyone needs to know what you're working on. Move in silence. Keep it sacred until it's secure. You don't have to tell everyone what you're working on. You don't have to share your goals. That's for you to work on. So listen, as I wrap up this episode, life's going to throw many distractions at you. A lot of detours, a lot of discouragement. That's a given. But when you've got a clear goal, when you've written it down, made a plan, and committed to the process, you're way ahead of the game. So today I want to challenge you. Set one goal, just one. Make it real. Make it challenging. Write it down and go after it. You can do it. Stay focused, stay faithful, and keep showing up every day to reach your goals. If not, you may be jammed. Thanks for listening.